5-year-old who works from home. I live with my parents at my parents' house. My little sister Emma graduated college the other day and she started working for a company this year. Emma, who lives alone in an apartment that's about an hour train ride from here, is a bit mentally weak, but she's very considerate and kind. We sisters are very close to each other. And a few days after we had a party for Emma, who got a job at our parents' house, we went to a restaurant together.
This pasta is so good. Thanks for always coming to hang out around my house. I'm sorry for troubling you, sis. Isn't it far?
No problem! Don't worry, remember? I can work on the train as well.
But, sis, you're too nice. Don't be too considerate about others and stress yourself out.
Oh, come on. You're the one who's being too considerate, Emma. By the way, this soup is delicious. You should try it before it gets cold. Yes, back then Emma looked happy and healthy. But a while after Emma started working, I got worried about how she's doing. So one night, I decided to call her. Hey, Emma, are you available right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bit busy now.
Oops, did I call at the wrong time? I'm sorry. By the way, your voice seems to be echoing.
Huh? Oh, I'm in the bathroom at my office.
Huh? Wait, it's 10 in the night. You're still working?
Yeah, I wanted to master my job quickly, so I chose to work until late.
Then at the other side of the phone, I heard a female voice saying, Emma, Mr. Taylor is calling and he's angry.
Sis, I'm sorry, I have to go.
Oh, no problem. I'm sorry too. Tell me when you're free. I'll call you again. I hung up the phone, but I felt that she was acting strange, so I got a bit worried. No matter how long I waited, Emma never texted me when she was available. I'm having a bad feeling about this. I couldn't just do nothing, so a few days later, I went to visit Emma's house. It was 10 in the night, but Emma wasn't home. I did line her, saying, I'll visit to your house tonight beforehand, but she didn't reply. And when Emma finally came home, it was already midnight.
Huh? Sis, why are you here?
Emma, who was lit by the outdoor lights, had lost a lot of weight, and her hair was also a mess. I didn't realize who she was at first. Emma, what's going on? You lost so much weight.
Oh, I'm on a diet.
I see. I texted you, but you didn't see my messages?
Yeah, I was too exhausted after work, and I didn't have the energy to check.
Emma was definitely acting strange. I instantly realized something was wrong. So I quickly texted my mom saying, I'll stay over at Emma's tonight. I asked Emma to let me inside. Her room was a mess, which was impossible to imagine considering how much she loved cleaning. The trash was full in the kitchen, and...
I'm sorry. I still have some work to do. Can you sit there and watch TV while you wait?
Then Emma made some space on the sofa, which was littered with papers that were probably related to her work so that I could sit. But I didn't sit on the sofa, and started cleaning the kitchen while Emma worked on her computer. She looked really focused on her work, so she didn't realize that I was cleaning her kitchen. And she continued to work on her computer for more than 2 hours straight. I couldn't wait any longer, so I asked Emma, Hey, Emma, did something happen at work?
Huh? No, it's nothing. It's my responsibility that I'm not good at work and unable to finish everything by the end of the day. It's because I'm incompetent.
Emma suddenly burst into tears. I wanted her to go to sleep early, seeing the black circles under her eyes, so I didn't ask too much about what happened at work. But it was clear that Emma wasn't okay. From that day, I decided to stay over at Emma's apartment. And the next day, before I woke up at 7 in the morning, Emma had already left. She comes home so late but goes to work so early. I was honestly surprised. Around lunch, when I was working in Emma's room, I saw that the button on Emma's computer was turning off and on repeatedly. Emma's computer's in sleep mode. It's not good when a computer is kept on sleep mode for a long time. I knew that I shouldn't touch her computer without her permission, but I used it anyways. Then I heard a beep, and on the right corner of the screen, I saw a line notification. It seemed like there was a new message in the group chat at her office, and it was Mr. Taylor who had sent the message. I recalled the woman's voice I heard when I called Emma the other day, saying Mr. Taylor is mad or something like that. Is that him? Then when I saw the message he sent Emma, I froze for a while. I'm going home now. So make sure you create all the documents that we're supposed to send to our clients by tomorrow. Gosh! What's going on with him? It's still so early, but he's already going home? Emma's working early in the morning till late at night, but this guy called Mr. Taylor goes home at past 2. He makes his juniors do all the work for him so that he can go home early. Isn't he the typical toxic boss? That day, I got really worried about Emma, so I went out of the apartment at past 9 and waited for Emma to come home. After 2 hours... I'm so exhausted. Emma, who was walking towards my direction, was on the verge of tears. She was mentally sick, and she didn't seem to realize that the students walking past her were whispering, "Look at her. Her hair is a mess and her skin is horrible." I quickly rushed towards her. "Emma!" I ran to her. "Sis!" Emma suddenly broke down into tears. I took her to her apartment as I supported her body. I asked her what was going on, but she couldn't stop crying and was not in the state to talk. It looked like she hadn't showered since yesterday, so I took her to the bathroom and made her go to sleep that night. The next morning, 4 a.m., I woke up when the sky was still dark and prepared some breakfast for Emma. Then Emma woke up 30 minutes later.
Good morning, sis. Wait, you cooked breakfast? I'm so sorry. I should have been the one to do that.
Forget it. You have to go to work again today, right? Bring this with you.
Is it a protective charm?
I bought it at a shrine on my way to the supermarket yesterday. Make sure you carry it with you at all times. The charm I bought for you is very powerful. It was past 11 again when Emma came home that night.
I'm home.
She looked worn out as usual. As her sister, it was too heartbreaking to see her like this. Welcome home. Go take a shower. I have dinner ready for you.
No, I have work left to do.
Forget it! Just take a shower first, okay? After I aggressively said so, Emma went to take a shower. While she was gone, I found the charm I gave to Emma this morning and opened what was inside. I'd actually put a recording device inside the charm. It made me guilty for doing something like this, but if I didn't do it, Emma would hold all her struggles inside and break down soon. And as I suspected, a surprising conversation was recorded inside the device.
Oh, hello, it's Taylor. Emma has been in charge of the client, but from now on, I'll take over for her instead. Yes, please, don't worry. Yes, I hope to work with you in the future. Thank you. Goodbye. Now I'm in first place for succeeding with the biggest project in this office again. Hey, listen, all of you! Make sure you bring your projects to me when you're about to finish it.
This guy, he's stealing all the other employees' success and his achievements, but he still goes home so early every day. After listening to all the recordings, I found out that the other employees had to work even harder because Taylor didn't work at all. It was like he was harassing his juniors, but not to the point where he's gonna get sued. Her company was clearly abusing her, but her mental state was so horrible that she was forced to believe that she had to continue working there. I bet there were so many people in society who are forced to believe that way, including the other employees at her office. I wanted to let Emma from that curse earlier as her sister. When I questioned Emma, who came out of the shower using the recorded conversation.
I'm sorry to make you worried, but everyone else at work is working hard too. I can't just quit my job and escape while others are trying hard. And I just started working here. I think it's too irresponsible if I quit already.
Listen, Emma. Don't you think it's more like you're trying to escape if you continue to work there doing nothing about it?
Huh?
And you're not being treated like a human being, so you don't have to act like a responsible person. I've made my decision. Emma, let's fight back. Like this, after I got Emma's approval, I decided to take action. And I was able to make Taylor get what he deserved. The next day, I visited Emma's company. I talked with the receptionist, and when I talked to the CEO through the internal phone line, he gladly invited Emma over to his office. May I come in? A middle-aged man was watching videos at his desk and laughing out loud while the other employees worked hard. So I guessed that guy was Taylor.
Huh? Who are you?
Taylor, who realized me standing by the entrance, talked to me. I'm Emma's sister.
Huh? Emma's? You're causing us trouble. An outsider isn't allowed to come into our office. Hey, Emma! Your sister's here! Tell her to leave! She's disturbing our work!
I've received permission from the CEO. You just said I'm disturbing your work, but you're not doing any work.
Huh?
Emma comes home looking worn out every night because you don't do your work. The other employees have to work even harder, no?
What the hell? You keep on talking when I stay silent! You suddenly came in and you're blabbering nonsense!
This is the truth! When I took out my smartphone, I played my part of the recording from yesterday, where Mr. Taylor was treating Emma the most horribly with full volume.
What is this recording?
Taylor's face turned pale by each second, and the other employees also started bustling around. And when we heard Emma say, "Help me," in a small voice.
This must be a joke. Hey you! Give me that phone! I'll erase this nonsense from your phone right now!
Like that, Taylor tried to take away my phone from my hand, but I quickly dodged and escaped. I bet he was panicking now that his junior sister, who he never thought would take advantage of him, had undeniable evidence. Taylor tripped on his own foot and he fell down on top of the plant located in the corner of the office.
I don't know where you got the recording from, but I know a junior who's a famous lawyer. If you ever try to do something to me, I'll call him and sue you!
You can never do that because there's no reason for us to be sued by you! Emma suddenly stood up and raised her voice. Because of you, all the employees of this department had to work on projects that were not this responsibility. But you took all our finished projects and pretended like they were yours, making all kinds of excuses. We were all working until late, but you go home early every day. I can't endure this any longer! Emma, well said! I guess hearing Emma, who was a new employee, speak up against this matter motivated the other employees to speak up, and they also started telling us what Taylor had done to them, looking a bit afraid. Hierarchy is important at work. It seemed like they were finally free of the curse of not being allowed to go against their boss no matter what. I can clearly see they broke free from it at that moment.
What are you all doing? Okay then, I know. I'll ask my junior who works as a famous lawyer and sue all of you! You all better get prepared to pay for compensation. The junior I'm talking about is a very talented lawyer, so he'll win against you all in no time. That's enough, Taylor! Huh? Whoa! CEO!
Taylor shouted out loud. Actually, it was the CEO who took me here. I had him wait outside and observe secretly to see how Taylor would react when I played my recordings.
Everyone, I'm very sorry. It's all my fault as the CEO. If there's anything else you know about Taylor, I want you to tell me all about it. After listening to all of you, I'll decide what to do and how to punish Taylor.
When the CEO apologized to everyone in the room.
Punish? Wait a minute, sir. I'm the employee who brought the best results to the company, and I've been contributing to the growth of the company. I never thought that this was the result of you stealing your junior's projects. Even if you weren't working for us, no. It's better if you're not working for us, because the employees would be able to work more freely, resulting in a larger growth and profit. Wait, sir, please, give it a second thought. I have a wife and child to take care of.
The CEO apologized to the employees once again and quickly left the office. But Taylor grabbed onto the CEO's legs and wept as he shouted, "Wait a minute, sir," while he was being dragged on the floor. After that, Taylor resigned. After he got a pay cut, his wife took their child and left the house. Plus, the employees grouped up and decided to sue Taylor. I, of course, cooperated by giving Emma the recording. At first, I was worried if we'd be able to sue him with just recordings and testimonies by the other employees, but it seemed like they can provide proof about overwork and having no weekends, so they successfully got to demand a decent amount of compensation from Taylor. Surprisingly, the lawyer who joined their side with the help of the CEO was the junior he was talking about, who was famous lawyer. What kind of coincidence is that? Without waiting for the trial results to come out, Taylor quit the company. Considering his age, he struggled to find a new job, but he finally found a company that hired him. But the company turned out to be a really evil company. I heard he's even worn out than Emma when he comes home every day. On the contrary, now that Taylor's gone, Emma has been able to work in a very nice environment with the support from the CEO. Now she rarely has to work until late. And she doesn't even have to work home for hours after leaving the office. As her sister, I'm relieved to see Emma back to her happy self. By the way, Emma invited me over the other day and I visited her house.
Sis, thanks again for helping me out.
It looks like you're recovering. You're looking healthy, so I'm glad.
Come on in. To thank you for all the things you've done for me, I prepared a feast for you, sis.
Huh? You cooked for me? Yay! You're such a good cook.
I've prepared your favorite egg dishes, and I also made some puddings too. The eggs used to make this pudding really special. One of my colleagues grows a chicken at home. He produces eggs at home as part of his hobby. I made the pudding using the eggs he gave me. He said he was moved to see your courageous actions, and when I told him you loved eggs, he gave me 30 eggs.
Oh, that must be delicious then.
Right? Come on, let's dig in.
Yay! I'm so excited. I'm coming in then.
Thank you for watching. What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more.